thought I'd do a video on my trusty little Honda CBR500R. I've had the bike since September 2016. I bought it brand new. It was my first real motorbike. I bought it to commute back and forward to work, have a bit of fun at the weekend, and just learn how to ride the bike better. And for that, it's been perfect. There is a few things. Trying to fill it with petrol is a pain in the arse. It seems to have a stupid little bar at the bottom of the filler cap which stops a nozzle going in, so it clicks constantly. But the good news is it does 75 mile to the gallon, so you don't have to fill it that often, so it kind of makes up for that. At anything above 80, it can get a little bit vibey through the base of the seat, just where your knees touch the tank. But you just go faster than 80 and it goes away. Mirrors are fantastic. Dials are basic, but what more do you need? Well, rev counter. I fitted a gear indicator. Easy, plug and play. Bit of sticky stuff, stick it to the side of the dash. There you go. That bit there, top of the yoke though, terrible for scratching. Had a black finish to it that as soon as you had any keys or anything, it just rubbed it away and it looked really terrible after 2 months. So, a bit of vinyl, fake carbon fibre. There you go, sorted. I've done 32,000 kilometres in the last 2.5 years. I took her from Barcelona to just outside Oxford and back in one weekend, just over 2,000 miles. And she managed to eat a sprocket and chain. To be fair, I was coming down through France at 10:30 in the evening on a September evening, and I was hitting the rev limiter in top gear for quite a period of time, which is an indicated fast enough. But my last fuel stop, just before I got back into Spain, the chain was hanging down, and so the last 200 kilometres were interesting. It's only went through 3 rear tyres and 2 front tyres in that time. So the front tyre, no sorry, 3 front tyres, 4 back tyres. It's on its 3rd GPR 300 Dunlop in the back, and it's on its 2nd front one. It's been fantastic on tyres. When you compare it to the Panigale, which has done 12,000 kilometres, and I'm on my 6th set of tyres on that. But yeah, that goes to the track. This quite happily sits like this all day, I mean forever. And being a Honda, where do you go? You know, every morning when you go to it, press the button, fire straight into life. She hasn't had a single thing done to her to repair something. Nothing's went wrong, not a single thing, not a bulb. Been for 2 services. First service, well, the running service was only €100. The first main service, it was done at the 12,000 kilometres. It was €160. And then the last service at 24,000 kilometres, where they had a valve check, was only 310. Which I was expecting maybe 50% more, maybe 450, 500 euros. And whilst it's not fancy, the Honda dealer network, they are so efficient. Every time I've dropped it off, they've been expecting me, they've been sitting ready. Twice they've given me a loan bike, because that's part of it. It's on a PCP, this bike. So it's 36,000 kilometres or 3 years. So it's got 5 months left, 4 months left before it goes back. And I'm not sure if it's going to go back, to be honest. I think I'm just going to buy it and keep it. And I can't fault it. Do I go and start spending? Well, it cost me 119 euros a month for this. And that's including the extended warranty to take up to 3 years. That's also including insurance. First year was fully, it's called with full franchise over here, so fully comp. That was included in the first year. In the second year I got it for 12 euros a month extra, so it's 131 euros, which is, Christ, you can't complain at that. Yeah, just pull out. I've fitted, what have I fitted to? The gear indicator. Oh, quick shifter. XIL exhaust, which is a local brand, they're made in Barcelona. I fitted Evotech tail tidy, because the back of it isn't that, I mean, it's not, the back of it isn't that bad when you buy it. It's got a nice aluminium finish. It's a bit long, but it ain't bad. And I think that's it. That's all I've done to her so far. I don't know where I am, by the way. I'm just riding. What else have I done here? Heated grips, which are on now, because it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm going up through the Spanish mountains. So these are the hills around about the back of Barcelona, which make Barcelona have its own little microclimate. But as you get up to the hills, the temperature can plummet up here. I mean, I left this morning and it was 14, but I'll guarantee you now it's well in the low single digits. But as you hit this bit, like the sun, if you stop for 2 minutes, yeah, heated up. Bicyclists, sorry, riding two abreast through the middle of town, chatting away, two abreast coming the other way. Jesus, that's a speed bump. Oh, nice little place. Lovely. Can I get down on that? I'll do the way back. So, where was I? So yeah, she's my commuter bike, a utilitarian tool. But if you don't know, I've got a 959 Panigale as well, which I love, absolutely love. But you have to be in the mood to love it. There's many a time I've walked into the garage and I've at first had all intentions to go out, Jesus, on the Panigale, but then you think to yourself, oh, do I want to go out that focused? And I'll jump on this and I'll do something like this. I'll just go a run, no looking for a twisty road or somewhere to go flying round the corners, just go out, explore a bit of Catalonia, which I love. The area is beautiful. You go from where we're going now, which is just south of Montserrat, which you could probably see in a minute if I can get a gap. And Montserrat's the famous monastery where Salvador Dali and all that, they went up there and painted, and there's a beautiful museum with Picasso's, Salvador Dali paintings. Yeah, it's a beautiful place to go. A bugger to get to, and in the summer, forget it. It's swarming with tourists. Literally, it can take you an hour and a half to get in to the place. And it's nice, but do it in February. And there it's there, in front of us actually. Montserrat, that mountain. The top of that's a monastery. What have we got here? A2, we're not at A2. Born, aren't we? Nah. Hey. Thank you. Back to the bike. What does it do really well? Nothing. It does nothing really well. There's nothing you'd say, oh, it's fantastic at doing that. But it just does everything. It does everything, and it never annoys you when it does it. Like I say, you jump in, jump on, put the key in, press a button. It's going to start. Get you where you want to go. Nothing will go wrong. You don't need to constantly check things, because they're built. I know this is one of those that's not built in a real, as people call it, Honda factory. Where the hell is this? Parking too. Is this some adventure park? What the fuck? Look at it, fucking up here, a bunch of Boy Scouts round about me. Wow. Awkward. What the fuck is this? Potholes. Don't do potholes. That's another thing. Compared to the UK roads, this is a fucking billiard table. Right, they've obviously made an arse of that because I've just came a fucking dead end. What a prick. Oh, something of a fact. In the sun. Et voila. Et voila. Oh, it's a play park and adventure centre. But back to the bike. It's an A2 bike. It's got 47 horsepower, but it's heavy, and it's 200 kilograms. And for an A2 bike, that's heavy. I mean, at the time when I bought this, the R3 had just came out. You had the Kawasaki 300 Ninja, and they were all, I don't know, 150 kilograms, 160. Excuse me. Whereas this just felt like a big bike. I tried R3, and listen, I'm not getting at people who've got an R3. Great little bike, fun, but to me it felt flimsy. When I test rode it, the tank felt like nothing. It just, I don't know, it didn't. It felt like a decent wind would blow over, and it gets windy here quite a lot. And I thought, no, I couldn't ride that. And yeah, it's a little buzzy V-twin that goes up to, I don't know, 13,000 revs. And as I was like, do I want that? Do I want to sit in the motorway? Sitting away at 10,000 revs or something? Whereas this is, red lighting's at 8.5. And you never take it to 8.5 because anything after 7 and it's just noise. And the Kawasaki, again, it felt a little bit better. It did feel a little bit better, but it also felt old. I don't know why it felt old. Well, it's been replaced now with the 400, but it felt old. And I thought, nah. And I was actually back in the house, and I was reading MCN, and then it's when it came up with the bike of the year, and had the little sections, and this was the bike of the year for the A2. So that was it. Jumped in the car, down to Honda, and I went into Honda and they had a matte black one in the showroom. And it was just, it looked great, matte black, silver writing. I thought, okay. And in Spain it's completely different from the UK. Dealers don't have demonstrators. They have one demonstrator. You have to travel to find the demonstrator. So when I went to ride the new Fireblade, I had to go to Girona to try the new Fireblade. They were the ones that had the Fireblade for demonstration in Catalonia. And that's just natural here. You travel to go and find it. So at that time Girona was seen as the main dealer for the Fireblade. But luckily enough, turned out the Honda dealer in, well, there's 3 Honda dealers in Barcelona, because obviously bikes are huge over here. The Honda dealer I went to, just by pure chance, they were just about to put a demonstrator on the road, and it was this. So he said that we're going to put a demonstrator on in next 10 days or so. I went, okay, I'm happy to wait with that. And then he took me through the back, and this was sitting here, and I thought, oh right, okay, I much prefer the look at this compared to the black one. So I said, no, I wasn't being overly serious. I was like, well, actually, if I was going to buy it, I would rather buy this colour. And then he just turned around and says, okay, what we'll do is we'll register the black one. You can have the black one to ride. And if you like it, buy the white one. I thought, oh, that's decent enough. So it never took 10 days. I think it was about 3-4 days later. They phoned me back up, says, okay, bike's ready. Went down. I was sitting outside. I says, well, okay, how long have I got? They went, well, how long do you want? I was like, oh, okay, well, a couple of hours, 3-4 hours. Yeah, bring it back when you're ready. And it was 10 o'clock in the morning when I picked it up. And over here everything closes in the afternoon. I mean, dealers don't, it's not like the UK, dealers don't, the salesmen don't get paid in commission. That was another thing. It closes in the afternoon. In fact, it doesn't even open at the weekend. You can't even go and buy a bike at the weekend. You can't even look at a bike at the weekend. So they gave me the bike at 10 and I took it back, I don't know, 7 o'clock that night. And by that time I'd done 400 kilometres on it. It was nearly ready for its first service. And I loved it. I mean, I took it, the fuel commute, I took it from Barcelona from my office all the way up to the house. Showed the missus it. She liked it. I thought, oh aye. Oops. What's that? Car park. A finished car park. Is that sports bit? Ah, kids bit. Cool. I live right at the base of La Mola Mountain, so I've got access to fantastic roads. Oh, where does this go? Where is that? Yeah, up there. So I took it through everything that we're doing on a normal day. On a normal weekend, and that was it. Took it back. I was going to buy it. I had the money to buy it, and because they're not on commission, I've no idea where I am. Javier, that was my salesperson. He took me through all the options. He says, oh, you can buy it, you can do your normal finance. He says you can pay it cash. He says, what was the discount? He just looked at me funny. So I said, don't do discount. I was like, okay. And I've went to a dead end. Again. And then he talked to me about the PCP. Now I've worked in car dealers. I've been used to sell cars. I've sold finance on cars. So I knew what a PCP is. I knew the pros, I knew the cons. And I thought, well, do you know something? I've been living in Spain for, at that time, 9 months. Do I tie up all my cash on a bike? Because at this point, I didn't know I was... Oh, no, go this way. I didn't know I was going to stay. I'd transferred internally in a job, but I didn't know if I was going to stay. The wife was settling in. Son was just starting school here. It was only 4. They start school early here. So I thought, no, I'll do a PCP. It was only 3.9% APR. It was a €500 deposit, and it was €119 a month with the first year's insurance included. And that 119 included the 3rd year warranty, courtesy bike at every service, or breakdown recovery, all included. I thought, wow, for €119, and this was just after Brexit, so the pound had collapsed, but it was like 90 quid, 95 quid a month. With a €500 deposit, so 400 quid. Which, I think, Christ, can't beat that. This area. Nice road. And billiard table smooth. This is what I like about this. It's no fast. Look at ourselves, it's no fast. But it doesn't need to be fast. You don't need to be going a million miles an hour to have fun on the bike. Just don't. Far from it.